Hello, and welcome to the Akashic Love Field, episode 11. I'm Duchene, your host. Today I'm recording. It's the 11th of June. We have a Sagittarius full moon that just happened. Sagittarius is about the truth. We are moving into a very different time, and you already know it. I no need to tell you this. But what I want to share with you is I believe in free will. And when I speak from who I am. Yes, I'm a channel of the Akashic records. Yes, I have all these uh, divination tools available to me. But I'm also Jinn, the one, the being who knows she's a creator being, and that I've come here to express myself. And to activate that part of me that is the express self, the one who has free will, the one who grasps free will with all her might, is that I cannot operate in the field of free will if I don't give up all of my people-pleasing ways, all my adjustments to be someone who I'm not. I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. And I'm not saying I've done it deliberately because I'm somebody who believes in the truth. I want to share my truth. And as we know, truth is a flexible thing. It can move and does. We can change our minds. But ultimately, what free will says to me is I have to unhook from that place. So in episode 10, I talked about surrendering to love, just letting go of my need to have people see me a certain way or to see what I see. And just going, I don't know the answer. I don't know what's right for them. I'm not the dictator of the world. I don't know, right? I'm not in charge of the universe. I am in charge of me, of how I use my energy, of how I show up, and what I'm willing to be party to. And because I believe in free will, what I'm willing to be party to is my engagement with free will. And that means no more bullshit. Now, maybe I'll slip into bullshit, but the truth is that my currency, the energy I'm in, the stream of energy that I'm moving in, is not available for me to go, oh, this is too hard to tell my truth, to stand in my truth, to flow in my truth, to wade through the shit in my truth. That's just not available anymore. Can I have compassion? Yes. Can I open my heart? Yes. Can I be in pain? Can I be pissed off, mad? Yes, I can be all those things. But can I put my right to free will away because I need something from someone else? And the answer is no. So for a long time, I've ridden the stream of maybe, one foot on either bank. Yes, I can, sort of persuade people I'm a good person because of this and that, or I'm not that bad, really. And the other one is like, fuck this shit. I want this thing for me. And I'm going to be honest, purely selfish. I am not somebody who has a, well, I'm not somebody who carries in their makeup, what about the collective? I'm somebody who believes in the individual, that the individual who is in their most aligned free will truth contributes to the collective in the most powerful way, because the collective is represented by each individual, each drop. The other day I woke up, it was 2 days ago. Jupiter has just moved into Cancer. So Jupiter is this, they call him a benefic planet, which means he can be generous. It can be generous. It expands things. Generosity, of course, is in the eye of the beholder, the giver, right? We decide what being generous is. And many of us fear being generous because what if we lose everything? What if they take it all, right? Those are all things that we fear. And so Jupiter is going to push us to lose things we value. And I can honestly say that what I have valued so much in this lifetime is my ability to get along with people, to understand their point of view, to empathize with them. But enough is enough. It doesn't mean that I can't accept your view of what you're experiencing. I can. And that's more powerful and potent to me that you say, I am here and I need this from you. And you don't expect me to guess. So as an empath, as a child, I grew up in an environment where my mother was an empath. She's still alive, but not in the best of health anymore. So she was an empath who suffered greatly as a child. And I think many empaths do, highly sensitive people, because our saving grace, the thing we use to help us, the thing I used. Okay, let me just come back and talk about me because I don't want to talk about you. I don't know. I want you to talk about you, right? But for me, uh, I knew and felt so many things when I was a child, even from before I was born, when I was in my mother's stomach. I knew and felt the energy. I'm an energetic empath. I can read and feel and see energy. Uh, and it was so loud coming into the world, very loud, very noisy. I wanted to hide from all the noise, all the lies that adults would say to each other, right? And to us, and try to get us to do those things. To me, yes, come back to me, Jen. All the things they would say to try to control me. Even my own mother, because she knew nothing else. How do you deal with somebody who's an empath? You treat them the way you were treated, right? That's just the way it is, especially in those times. I think we know more now, but in those days. And my mother, I might have said this before, my mother thought I was shy because I used to hang on to her skirt, but I was really just hanging on so I could navigate in a noisy world with all this stuff hitting my being and not knowing. Like I couldn't tell people they were lying or that I knew something about them or that they were too loud. I was supposed to be the obedient child. That was a prize, having an obedient child. And so I could do that, right? I figured out how to do it. And that became my saving grace. That became the thing that was the most important thing to me, that I could fit in, that I could pretend, if you want, that everything was okay because I didn't matter. You mattered, right? I'm not saying you, but the general group I was in, the people around me, the adults in the room, the other children, when being selfish was the worst thing you could do. And I believe we need to be selfish. I'm somebody who is into the idea of really getting into what is true for us, embody the truth, stop the lies about, oh, I'm really not this person who thinks about myself. I constantly think of others, or I'm somebody who thinks about saving the world. Listen, there are people who do that, but that's not me. I don't think about saving the world. I don't have a big vision of, oh, I'm going to do this and the world will be saved. What I do have is the energy inside me that says, I want people to know this about me. And I want people to know this about the choices we have made as humans that have brought us to our knees, that have stopped us from experiencing our free will. So I have passion, I have drive. It just doesn't look the way, the way we were instructed that it should, that, you need to do all this performative stuff to save the world, or you're useless. You need to take care of other people's feelings. Finally, I can be truthful with you that I'm not interested in taking care of other people's feelings as me, Jen, right? Obviously, when I'm working, it's very different. I'm in a whole different vibration. I'm in the vibration of the Akashic love field. And that's a place of incredible grace. And I love the idea that I can be compassionate without giving up who I am, that I can listen to you and I can hold that space for you. I'm a great space holder. I can hold the space for you to say, I've experienced this. I am experiencing this. This is how I feel. I can hold that space. And there's so much freedom in hearing you share your pain, your joy, your expression, and not having to pretend, deflect, or do anything to kind of make you feel better, right? I don't have to save you. I don't have to persuade you or convince you because I see you. I see you. You have your free will. And I see that I have my free will. And so I take it. I am going to take my free will at every level and space I can. Because it's never been an easier time to step into this, to have this part of me, this powerful part of me go, it's enough, Jen. It's enough pretending, faking it, bullshitting, needing approval, needing permission, needing somebody else, thinking somebody else has the answer. Like lots of people have answers. We all have answers, right? Somewhere inside of us, we have answers. Maybe we don't have access to them, but the very idea that somebody else's answer could be more potent for me than my own willingness to be truthful with myself is ludicrous. It's not just enough to know something about myself. It's not just enough to know something about yourself. I have to decide what comes with it. And for me, what comes with knowing myself, accepting, yes, this is true, or is it true? Let me unpack it, let me examine it, let me put it under the microscope or play with it. Let me test it out. Let me get curious. Let me get mad. Let me resist. Like all the things we can do as humans, which is so fun and amazing. But then I have to decide, what do I want to do with this, right? Because I look around me and I see people, everyone has an opinion about something, right? And we all have opinions about many of the same things. And our opinions often are not really our opinions. They are things we have, little pieces we've picked up from other people. Oh, you're saying, you speak like an expert. You're saying it means this. Oh, well, it means this. Let me go and tell everybody else what I now learned as if this is my truth. And, we got to cut the bullshit. I have to cut the bullshit. Like you do whatever you want. I'm cutting the bullshit. I'm not interested in placating myself. I'm not interested in placating the world or or making sure I'm what's the word, scrubbed up enough to be in polite company or important, among important people or whatever, because none of that stuff matters. If I feel that I am worthy, and I am, then I have to behave as if I'm worthy. I have to hold myself accountable. I have to take account for my own responsibility, for my own words, actions, beliefs, how I treat other people, what I say, all of those things. I have to admit that those are my choices. And I'm going to piss people off. People are going to run away from me. Maybe some people will run towards me. Maybe you and I will become closer. Maybe we'll drift apart. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this isn't why I'm doing this. This is not a popularity contest. I don't need proof of the answer. What I need is the place that I trust myself absolutely. And to do that as the powerful part of me, as the one who is ready to flow through the water, regardless of what comes with it. My weapon, my uh, grounding, the thing that is going to take me to the places I want to go and beyond is the certainty of me, that I can trust myself, that I can hold myself through whatever. If I'm in pain, that I allow my pain. If I'm in sorrow, I allow my sorrow. And if I'm in joy, I allow it. And I allow all of it. And if I witness something, whatever it is, that I accept that these two are part of it all, that I don't run from the pain. I don't have to make my life about pain, but I don't want to pretend that it's all light and fluffy and there's nothing here to see. We are complex beings. I feel like I'm a complicated human being to myself sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, Jen, it is just so simple. But the complexity comes when I am trying to fit into what I think other people need. And this was what I learned. But you know what? It's time to put that shit down. I don't want it anymore. I'm not interested. The truth is, I'm not interested in your opinion or what you feel about me. I am interested in your opinion about things or how you feel about yourself if we are in engagement together. I want to hear about you. I want to know about you. What do you think about this? Let's have a discussion. Let's share. Let's pool what we know and then draw out the things that we agree or disagree or whatever it is. But no more operating from a place of, oh, let me tamper down what I'm saying so that you will feel more comfortable. And hey, you better tamper down what you're saying so I'm more comfortable. I don't want to do that shit anymore. I don't want to play in that place that I see many humans do. And I say many women. And I say woman because I'm a woman. So it's easier for me to read the woman's side. I'm not a man in this lifetime, so I don't really have the inside scoop and what it's like to be a man. But one of the things I see women do all the time, and I'm sure I've been party to it many times, is this idea of breaking each other down. So it's not even like this comparison. We compare ourselves to each other. I know I've compared myself to many. Uh, oh, someone's doing better than me. I better, do more. I just come to that place in my life where I'm at peace. This is who I am. I am not that person who goes out and does XYZ. I'm not the one who is interested in the same things. So, we're different. I don't need to behave in the same way, and I don't need to make excuses about myself or make excuses about the other person or even or insult them or insult myself to make sure that, oh, it's a level playing field. We're all on the same playing field. This is so powerful for me to recognize I can love you and I can enjoy our connection together, however, how far it goes, however that is, that I don't need to shrink or expand in order to shove you out of the way or to hang on to your skirts, hoping that uh, somehow, some of the stuff will fall onto me, right? And I think that many women do this because we are taught to do this. We're taught that, there's a glass ceiling and women can't have this and women can't have that. And then on the other hand, we're also taught that, oh, not that we're taught, we experience women in positions of power being as brutal, or if not more brutal, than men, right? Like people go and say, oh, if the woman ran the world, it would be a different place. Maybe. I don't think it's if women run the world or men run the world. I think it's how open is your heart, human, right? Like how human can you be with people who are not doing what you want them to do, right? Like we go into defense mode, we go into attack mode. None of those are very powerful, though. They're all disempowering. There's no free will there. I mean, it's a convoluted free will in the sense we think we're doing what we really want, but those are just props that we used. It's theater, right? Like, oh, I'm going to show you, and then we're doing all this theater. And I say that, but of course, it doesn't mean that theater doesn't, you can't bleed in theater, that you can't be hurt in theater. Yes, you can have theater, but if you don't understand that this is theater, that you're play acting, then we get very serious about it. And oh yes, this is real, and I have to convince these people I'm not that bad person. They're just going, okay, enough of this stuff, enough attacking, enough defending, and just going, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I believe. That part of me is the fearful part, the part that wants to control. But the powerful part, the free will part, knows when I try to control others, they are controlling me. I'm going to end this with a little bit of an Akashic activation. You may not know this about me. I mean, I've mentioned the Akashic records. I'm an Akashic channel, but you may not know I do light language. And I have an ability through my being and my connection to the Akashic records to bring through the vibration of healing, right? So some people are attracted to me because of that. In my presence, they can feel healing. Some people are repelled by it. It's all good, right? If you love it, it's great. If you hate it, it's great, right? It's just like, again, free will. Yes, know yourself from a place of power. This is what I believe in. When I know myself so much that I can hold you in your truth without needing to put my truth on you, without needing to force something on you. That's the most powerful place. And that's the place I want to meet those who declare themselves my enemies, those who wish to destroy me or disrupt me. And I have to be honest, when I'm talking, when I'm working through, because I'm working through stuff as I speak, it's like I'm sweating, right? Heat is pouring off me. So I know it's all good. We are embraced by the Akashic love field, the incredible power of being, the Akashic beings, the light of beingness that holds us in our truth and supports us in our truth. So we're never alone. I never feel alone. even when I'm at my loneliest. Okay, I want to end this here with a light language transmission. That's what I've been trying to say. I do these, and I'm going to do it because that's what the records are requesting of me today. So I'm going to do a short light language transmission. Just close your eyes, relax, breathe, take it in. If this is something that you feel you want to absorb, I'm going to end it as soon as I'm done. So I'm going to say, find me on Substack, Jen Duchene, Substack, jenduchene.com, my website, and I'll see you next time. Akiyani nama, ayani simani nagai. Ashikanagai. Ibagai nawa. Hubeni naka. Uyani namai. Hush, bash,